Hello and welcome to a new episode of Corey and Kevin Talk About Nothing. If you're tuning in for the first time,
I'm Corey.
I'm Kevin, and on today's show, we're going to talk about all things Marvel.
Woo!
Yes.
Woo! That's gonna be sweet. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button if you want to get notifications for our new content. If you want to come watch those, you can email us at cktalkaboutnothing@gmail.com. You can tweet us at CoreyKevin1. Use the hashtag what again?
Embrace the nothing.
Embrace the nothing.
It'll get at us at some point.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. One more thing, too. If you are interested or looking to buy any sort of chair, computer chair, game chair, some kind of chair, check out triumphchairs.com. Use our code CKTAN Triumph at the promo code, and you get 10% off of your first order. So definitely some sweet chairs on there.
You get 10% off on that order. Yeah, I don't think it's your first order. I think you can, if you want to buy a second chair, you use that code again.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, gift that keeps on giving,
Yeah. So,
Okay.
every now and then, we both just randomly can start talking about Marvel movies or characters from the Marvel movies, and
Absolutely.
every now and again that Marvel energy starts bubbling up, and you either explode into a fiery death or you talk about it. It's like a support group, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I totally agree.
I'll tell you, I need a support group after Endgame because I felt like a chapter had been closed, and I felt like I was ready for that chapter to close, but now that I think about it, I'm like, man, I don't care about... I mean, I care about some things that are coming out. I'm not saying that.
Well, yeah.
But, man, we can get into that.
Yeah. I
loved Endgame.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Saw it a few times in theater. Got myself the hoodie.
Yeah. That's one thing I'm super jealous of. I mean, this is the first movie that made me get... how can I say it? Like, actually, probably 2 movies in a row that get your emotions all mixed up. You know?
Oh yeah,
it's
man.
Emotional movies. So
when Iron Man, when he's like earlier in the film, when he's like, we're all coming back. Like this is not a somebody dies scenario, but that's just setting up old Iron Man.
Oh, yeah.
Because
100%. Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. Tony Stark, your life's too perfect right now. Well, it's not perfect, obviously.
Yeah.
Spidey, dude behind you. Yeah. Where is he at? You know what I mean? You had to bring him back.
Had to.
So,
Took him under his wing.
Some sad news, but it kind of makes sense. But Black Widow, which, my goodness, I would just like to watch the movie already, has been delayed again.
Yes. Again. I know. I'm super sad
May 2021.
Yeah. I mean, it's a long one. I mean, it's not, you know what I mean? It's a long one. But see, the one thing, though, that, I mean, don't be wrong, I'm ready to watch it right now. I'm not saying that by any means. But the one thing that is nice is, there was a lot of Marvel movies for a long time, and you know what I mean? And I think the Endgame ended that for me for a minute. It ended me... Now, I would never lose my Marvel, factuation, I guess. But at the same time, you know what I mean? But at the same time, there is, a certain limit that you hit that you're like, all right, I'm going to see some different action, some different movie. You know what I mean?
I completely felt the same way. It was like, after Endgame, I'm like, I need to stew on this for a while. I can't just... move on. They're talking about Eternals, Doctor Strange 2, and all these other movies, and I'm like, no, I need some time, bereavement time, take some time off work for a freaking death, man. Iron Man is gone, and Captain America is an old man now, okay? Yes. I'm not all right.
That is weird.
Although I am all right. I do like endings. I like when there's an arc. There's a closing to that story. Otherwise, it's just kind of meaningless. You see that with procedural TV shows where you could watch them at any point in any season, and it's the same thing every episode. Doesn't change.
That's true.
No, I mean they might introduce little character arcs, but the fact that Iron Man, Captain America had this 10-year history playing these characters, I think it's a nice send-off, It's a nice...
Yeah, no.
It's nice to have an ending.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's definitely... It's crazy that if you look back on the whole thing, too, like Civil War. The Civil War was, there was two groups, right? But at the same time, there was Captain America versus...
Tony Stark.
Tony Stark. So, that clashing right there. But it leads up to now, at the end of this whole situation... Now you bring Endgame into the thing, right? The Infinity War.
Right,
situation.
Yeah. Infinity War, Endgame, yeah.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden when those two get brought in, now boom, they're both dead. So I think this has been a setup for the last...
Captain America's not dead. He's an old man.
Well, not dead. I get it. But I'm just saying,
he did pass on the shield. Right.
Exactly. So he's not Captain America anymore. I guess I should say that. Captain America's dead that way. You know what I mean? Right. It's not... You know what I mean? So it's not. There's going to be a new one.
Right. It's not. It's just not Steve Rogers. Right.
Exactly. Yeah. So
that got delayed. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that got delayed due to the COVID and the shutdown and everything. But WandaVision, which looks fun. I mean, it looks interesting. It's like a sitcom between Wanda Maximoff and Vision.
Oh,
it's a sitcom though. They have different elements to it. I don't know. The previews, the trailers look fun. I mean, it looks interesting. It's a Disney Plus show, but the one that I was interested in because obviously Captain America hands off the shield to Bucky. I mean, not Bucky. Sam, Falcon. That if there's going to be a TV show called Falcon and the Winter Soldier, is it? Does he have the shield? What?
Yeah. Okay.
Is he under a new name or anything like that? So I was interested about that, but who knows? I was also sad to find out that this is old news, but the director for Doctor Strange. Is not going to be directing Doctor Strange 2. Which is really disappointing because I thought that movie was amazing to start opening up people's minds to
I thank you.
The stuff that's about to happen, you know what I mean?
It's absolutely because don't get me wrong, and I knew that that's where the comics went, but when I watched Doctor Strange, you're like, okay, now I'm understanding that there's more than just your standard flying power, you know what I mean, lightning, fire, you know what I mean, fire and Hawk, right? You know what I mean? There's a lot more than just exactly. There's a lot more than just those all put together. That you also have this mind thing. I mean, that's in every situation, but you see it for the first time. I loved when in Endgame when Doctor Strange and you know what I mean, all those guys they're bringing everybody in
all
right?
through the portals and everything, dude.
All this, I'm like. Oh, dude, this is sweet. You know what I mean? It was absolutely...
When Captain America says Avengers Assemble, I'm like,
Yep, there it is.
Perfect. Thank you. Man. I will probably put that on tonight just because
Yeah, well, I've done... So, within the last 3 weeks, I have watched Infinity War, Endgame, Black Panther, there's one other one that I watched. We're just talking Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
The Winter Soldier. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That is such a great movie and actually a great standalone movie. If you were to say, hey, this is an espionage thriller, it still works. It doesn't have to be a superhero genre necessarily. And I think that's what really kind of broke things apart was whoa, wait a minute. this isn't just like the traditional Marvel spin. This is like some nitty gritty espionage. Like, it was really well done. I mean, thank you, Russo brothers, for bringing that entry in. Just because, like, it's
for sure.
I mean, plus it was filmed in Cleveland.
Yeah, that is awesome. I remember when all that was happening, I was like, I almost wanted to be the young little child to go up there and see it, right? I almost wanted to be, I gotta go see Captain America, but then I saw photos, and it was absolutely, no.
Oh, okay.
I said I wanted to be the little kid, acting like I'm a little kid to go up there and see it, but like you saw photos and stuff, and you know what I mean. They're like you can't go near anybody. You really can't. I mean, you can see stuff obviously, but if you work in Cleveland, you know what I mean. If you're close to the shutdowns, you know what I mean, like where the area shut down, of course you're going to see some things. But I just wanted, you know what I mean. I just really wanted to, but I didn't.
Yeah, that really would have been a lot of fun. But man, Winter Soldier, you know,
it's a good movie.
You get to see Bucky Barnes back in action.
Yep.
You get to really see like, this dude is very similar, and their fight scenes are just so cool too. You know,
like the ones where they're in the building, going through the buildings, and they find him in the apartment, and then that's where Captain America like first I think starts fighting the police. I think if I'm correct, it's like one of the first times. Remember, he like fights against them. He's like trying to help Bucky out, and then he goes in, and then boom, hits it.
Is that Civil War?
Oh, you know, I did watch Civil War too. I might be mixing those two movies up.
I was gonna say because that one sounds like Civil War because they find.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He's the person of interest. Don't worry, I'm here for you. I got you.
I appreciate that. I did that because now that I've watched them so recently, now they're all blending together right now. Dude, yeah, you're right.
Civil War. That is. To me, like that's an Avengers movie. It's just like an Avengers versus Avengers. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like
100%. Yep.
It is such a fun film with all the characters. You get to meet Black Panther. Vision is still in it and prominent. But the fight scene in the tunnel between like Captain America, Black Panther, and Bucky Barnes going through the traffic dude,
yes.
I mean
it was
that it's unbeatable. And then the airport scene alone, I mean when they're literally attacking each other, and I'm like, oh my god, everybody's like equally matched. And then and then Ant-Man, which you didn't get to ever see this, but then he turns into Giant Man.
Yep. Oh man,
it's so much fun, and you're like, holy crap, that's a Captain America movie, not an Avengers movie.
Yes, that is true.
So much happens. So much.
And there's everybody. Yeah,
yeah. So that, you know, all right. So let me ask you this: what is your top five favorite Marvel movies? Just rattle them off. We don't have to go into that each one. We'll just compare. You know?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Okay. So I have to say, I mean, you know, I think we're both the same here, but probably Endgame. I loved it. I mean, Endgame was awesome. Probably Endgame, Civil War, Black Panther. I thought Black Panther was phenomenal. Man, it's hard though. It's really, really hard. Okay, so then I'll probably go Iron Man and then Spider-Man.
Which Spider-Man?
What?
Which?
Oh, like the very first Spider-Man with
Homecoming?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's I really enjoyed that one. I shamefully have not even watched the newest Spider-Man. Like I said, after Endgame, I just kind of shut down. I was like,
I get it.
I need a break. I
didn't watch it when it first came out.
Yeah.
I was not. I mean, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, but you know what I mean. But I didn't even because I was the same way.
Yeah.
I had to really hone in. Let's just say that.
Yeah, that was really cool of Captain America: Civil War too, because Spider-Man. That's the other one I was missing. It's the first time we get to see Spidey in action.
Oh yeah, yep.
And
in action for sure.
Tom Holland's perfect, man. He's fantastic.
He really truly. I think he's gonna play the part, the absolute.
Well, he should only be getting one more movie.
That's all he signed up for?
Yeah, usually, yeah. Because the problem is they still borrow the character from Sony.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So, and most of the villains of Spider-Man are owned by Sony. So,
yeah.
You kind of start running into issues of like bad guys, universe, how much money do you really want to continue, spending?
Yeah, okay.
That's what I think is really important about the next phase is phasing out the old and bringing in some new. Just because there's so many other stories, there's so many other things, and that's what Guardians of the Galaxy is a perfect example. Like they showed hey, there's civilizations, there's other galaxies, there's dwarves that harness the power of a sun to make weapons. You know what I mean? Like there's so much out there, and so I feel like with the Eternals coming, especially if they did Fantastic Four, all of those could eventually lead up to releasing the X-Men. And then I feel like that slate is so full that you don't have time for Thor. You don't have time for Hawkeye stuff. I know. Black Widow. See, I've heard some varying things about Black Widow, that Florence Pugh is taking over Black Widow, but the movie hasn't come out yet, so I don't think anybody actually knows.
Okay.
So it's like nice to like phase these people out because I feel like there's just going to be so much again. And if you remember, like phase 3 of Marvel was 3 movies a year. I mean, that's a lot.
That's a lot of movies.
Those are $1 billion making movies, three at least a year. So I know, like once that schedule starts picking back up and everything, I know Thor: Love and Thunder is in the works, which we'll see Natalie Portman as Thor, which I think is like a really cool concept. But yeah, so Phase 4. I don't remember where I was going, but it's important just to phase them out. I don't know.
Yeah. So you said you were excited to see what Phase 4 is going to bring.
Yeah. I would have to agree on most of your picks. My favorite.
What's yours? Yeah.
Are Endgame, Infinity War, Civil War, Black Panther, and Avengers, the first Avengers.
Oh, nice. Okay, right.
The runner-up, because I have trouble.
It's always
is Thor Ragnarok, just because.
Oh, that's that. Yeah.
Watching that movie in theater, Jessica and I laughed so hard, but yet it was such a compelling movie, such a fun story to watch too, and then to see like a team up of Thor and Hulk. I'm like, that's pretty damn cool right there. So
that's true. Yeah.
And it set up the events going into Endgame. They said you had to watch Captain Marvel, but you didn't.
Yeah.
And I don't suggest that you do because it
you hated it.
As much as I love the MCU, there are some duds. Specifically Iron Man 2.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Thor 2. Thor 1 kind of was pretty boring, but I'll give you just Thor 2. And then Captain Marvel was just so boring. Just so boring. And I felt like maybe like, okay, so you're trying to introduce this character, but she's super powerful. So like you don't want to maybe like show off how super powerful she can be. I don't really know.
At all? That's the one thing that aggravated me about the whole movie.
I feel like it was just like I
absolutely hate the movie.
A setup to bring Iron Man back. And I'm like, that's cool enough because I love Iron Man.
Yeah.
And obviously you need him in Endgame. You need him to survive. But like you made like a really just felt rushed, boring, try to connect all the plot points. And it's just to me, I watched it in theater and I was just like, really? Like, the tried and true origin story just did not work on that one at all.
Got it. Yeah, as I say, they just needed to show. I mean, we still don't know what she can do. She's strong. She can't get hit, right?
Well,
I mean, that's the whole point. I mean,
she's basically like a superior amount of energy, and that energy encompasses her, so that way, that's why she can like go out into space, and not be affected. She can move super quick. I mean, thing is, like, she could have taken Thanos down.
Easily.
Yeah.
That's what, like. So I'm just saying that's what threw me off.
Yeah.
Yes, that was my whole thing. If she's this strong, then why is she not? You know what I mean? Like, why is this?
And I felt like that was probably like a lot of other people's issues with it. It was like, well, A, why'd you bring her into this? B, this chick is like super powerful, which there's nothing against that. I have nothing against that. But when it's like, you've just built 10 years of history with all these heroes, and now they're all undone because she can come in and just whoop Thanos' ass. But
yeah,
But I love the way they did Endgame because she's got other stuff to do. You know what I mean? Like, there's other places that need help. There's like, it's nice to be like, okay, she goes off because she's doing greater good where she can in other places of the universe. But overall, it was just like, the movie wasn't. I didn't think Brie Larson ever got a chance to actually really shine in the movie. I felt like every scene was crowded with either other characters or just rush storyline. I've only seen the movie once, but I'm pretty positive that they don't even call her Captain Marvel. They call her. They call her.
Yeah. What?
I forget what they call her, but anyways. But they call her Danvers, Carol Danvers, because that's her real name. They call her something else, but I don't feel like they ever call her Captain Marvel.
I think you're right because that wouldn't make sense because it's Captain America. They call him Cap.
Yeah. So I don't know.
You know what I mean? So like, yeah, that's weird.
Just felt weird, but
okay, you're right. No, I'm agreeing with you. I never thought about it that way. I never thought that, but yeah, you're right.
Now, Avengers. Why Avengers is like. It will always be like super high because this is the very first time we get to see all of these heroes in one movie showing off everything they've got. And it was astounding. The last 30 to 45 minutes of Avengers is... My brother and I used to be like, you want to watch the video quality of a TV, like throw Avengers on Blu-ray up on the TV and you'll see it all because the movements and the colors and the explosions and everything that's happening. And then you get like the ground level where they're all each individually doing their own thing, man. It is just incredible. You're like, I've never seen this in my life before.
Where have you been?
Yeah, where have you been my whole life? I mean, say what you will about Joss Whedon. He knocked that one out of the park. That movie was so well done. I loved Avengers.
Yeah, and you are right. I mean, but see, I mean, I thought it'd probably be, if I had my runner-up, it would probably be Avengers and stuff too. Because I gotta go back. I'm gonna go back and rewatch all of them just so you know.
Yeah,
I watch them all out of order right now. But talking about these things right now, I'm like forgetting some parts and remembering things, and it's like, here we go.
Yeah, Yep.
So
now,
all right,
it just kind of makes me laugh because talking about the original Avengers and Loki being like pretty much the main bad guy, bringing in an army and all that kind of stuff. But then just makes me think of Endgame when Ant-Man and Iron Man are working together in the past when they went to go back to New York and they were supposed to get the Tesseract, but something happened and the briefcase opens up and Loki picks it up and just disappears in time. You're like,
dude,
dude's on it, you know, like
always.
He might have died in Endgame, in the beginning of Endgame, but he's alive in another time, like right now.
Absolutely, yes, for sure. Dude, that is so funny. Yeah, that is awesome.
He just like holds it, he looks around, and just dips out. Like I'm like, dude, that's so cool.
Yep. There he is. I mean, what they call him, King of Mischief, or
he's the God of Mischief.
God of Mischief. That's right. God of
Trickster
Mischief.
God.
Yeah.
The rightful King of Asgard. You know.
Yep.
I for as much as of a villain he is, because come on, like there's no doubt that dude's a villain, but
100%.
He's so likable.
Well, yeah, you know? But you're right. Yeah. Well, like I laughed.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah. when he plays Thor's dad, okay, like their dad. Oh, Thor has no idea.
And Ragnarok.
I thought, oh my goodness gracious, that actually made me laugh so hard because I didn't realize it at first. I didn't. You know what I mean? I didn't. Like I'm like, what are you talking about? Then all of a sudden he starts doing this, and I'm like, oh, what's gonna happen right here? You know, this is so funny. I thought maybe Thor was wrong, but God of Thunder is never wrong.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
He killed Thanos, bro.
That was wrong. He shouldn't have. He should have went for the. He should have went for the head.
The first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he wanted to yell in his face.
I'm just saying, like he's not every time. Dude, I love his story arc because Thor 1 is like, Thor 2 is like, and then Thor 3 are like, whoa.
Where has this been? No.
All right, like I love this Thor, and then going into Infinity War, that Thor was awesome. He's just on this redemption quest. He's he's had some sacrifice. He lost an eye. He's ready to get stuff done, and then
he lost his dad, his sister, his brother.
Well, yeah, and then
no.
Well, his brother hadn't died yet, but then he screws up. He doesn't do the right thing. He doesn't kill Thanos the right way because his ego got ahead of him because he wanted to get that last word in, and man, that tears him up so bad. In the beginning of Endgame, when they find Thanos and they go to his planet, and he's just like, nah, no words, I'm just going to cut his head off.
Yeah.
He told me to go for the head,
Yep. Bye-bye.
Man, that's how you start a movie, because then you're truly like,
what are you going to do?
There's only one way. There's only one way.
Yeah.
Time travel. You have to time travel. You have to time travel. It's the only way.
Say that just gets you excited just those two words, That's
time travel.
Yeah.
Speak more. Speak up. I did not hear you.
No, say it one more time.
Not a cheap gimmick. Time travel. Speak more. I want to hear.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then Black Panther, man. I agree with you. When I saw that movie in theaters, dude, like it was just so awesome to see like this whole new world, but it's a whole new. I'll get sued for that, but
don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. But you get to see this whole new place, different words, see? And nothing like it before. But it's on planet Earth. You've been to the Guardians, You've left the galaxy. You've stopped an alien invasion, but holy crap, there's just this Wakanda just sitting here. Come on. Come on. So there is also a very specific reason why I really thoroughly enjoyed Black Panther.
Okay. Tell me about it. I mean, I thought it was phenomenal. So give me your words.
Killmonger.
What?
The villain Killmonger.
Oh.
He reminded me a lot of the Joker. What he said made sense, and that was the scary part. He was not wrong. He might have been approaching the situation wrong, but his ultimate goal was not wrong. Like, Wakanda needed to be opened up to the world. Power needs to shift. There's like so many things, and Killmonger. It's tough to see him be defeated and killed at the end because you're like, man,
he did
like. Dude, like you would be an amazing advisor. Like your thoughts are right. Your just actions are, 100% there. Killmonger, man, that was such a great villain.
Yeah, I'm shocked that they actually didn't keep him around for that. Like, I wonder, like, you know what I mean?
I've heard that there will be a spin-off like TV show on Killmonger, but
okay,
it'll all be, obviously prior.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Spoiler alert,
Yeah. Dude,
T'Challa whoops his ass.
Yeah. T'Challa.
Yep. R.I.P. man, Chadwick.
No, that's exactly what I was gonna say, man. Rest in peace, man.
That's
sad.
All right, so going back to Captain America: Civil War and seeing Black Panther for the first time, man. He exercises like so many cool moves, and that suit's so cool, and doing everything, and then now we get to see where he lives. Now we get to see what he does, And then Shuri, is it Shuri? I think it's Shuri. Yeah, Shuri. She's the little sister. She's awesome. That's funny. But she's awesome. She's like the genius that they've needed all along,
Yeah.
That Infinity War, just to go back to Shuri, because Shuri is in Infinity War trying to get out Vision, trying to get the stone out of Vision. But that battle scene, man, that had to be so much fun.
Dude.
It really happened. These people really exist.
I agree with you tenfold. I'm actually getting like...
Endgame was a documentary.
Yes. I'm like getting like anxiety over it. I want to watch it. I want to learn about it.
Yeah. I felt like Infinity War was like the first time, like... in movies in general, like you really don't see a villain or someone so evil. You usually don't see the plan work. And to end a movie like that with everybody disappearing and everybody lost, they lost, man. They lost the war. Thanos snapped half of the universe out of existence, and you just end on that, dude. And it's like, holy crap. Now I have to wait a year?
A year.
Six sons of bitches?
I mean, but the anticipation was absolutely...
Oh, yeah. It was awesome.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
But you get that amazing performance from Tom Holland as Spider-Man, where he's like,
oh, yeah.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. And he disappears. One of my personal favorites is when... Star-Lord. Everybody starts disappearing, and Iron Man looks at Star-Lord, and he's like, don't go, or something like that. And Star-Lord just goes, oh, man, and just, like, disappears. And it's just like the way he says it. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Ugh, what are we doing? What's happening? How do we get these people back?
Where exactly, yeah. No. So you had 1 year of planning in your own head.
Well, they filmed those. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, you have like a year of conspiracy theories. Analyzing
there
every
are some wild
single
ones.
frame.
Yep.
What could it be? What could it be? And then a whole ordeal of what's the name gonna be?
Yes, yeah. I have to say though, the one I think you're the one that actually told me about the one conspiracy though about Tony Stark being the one, and they kept showing his hand.
The right hand. Yep.
All the time.
Yep. So Thanos snaps with the left, and Iron Man snaps with the right. But I thought that was a pretty incredible one, where going back to Iron Man, the very first Iron Man, which is even like the kickoff to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they have that right arm, that right hand, either getting hurt or damaged or in a sling or something. Every movie that he was in, something was happening to that right arm. So it definitely was like a prophecy, you know.
Yeah.
Dude.
But
It was I heard it was Robert. I was just thinking of when he's like, and I am Iron Man, and he snaps and everything happens, and it was his idea. I think it was Robert Downey Jr.'s idea to not speak, and it would be way more emotional if the guy who talks nonstop, if he were to be silenced, because there's nothing else left to say, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, so good, man.
It was absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fantastic.
Thank you, Russo brothers.
Dude, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
I mean, to take a culmination like that. I mean, so in the original Avengers, Joss Whedon threw that ending with Thanos.
Yeah.
He threw it in there. It was like not a full like on idea. Like it was like almost a last minute thing to throw Thanos in at the end. And then he winds up being the big baddie of the universe to, you know, for the Avengers, their final mission. Just, you know, that's what. Yeah. Cheers to the Russo brothers. If you ever listen to this, it'd be awesome to meet you. Which also leads us back to our origins, Community.
I was gonna say, Shirley being in there. That I actually got that noted down.
Yeah.
Shirley, right there. All of a sudden, I'm like, I saw it. I'm like, huh. My phone came straight out. Notes.
Yep. It's awesome that like almost everybody got to pay. You know, some sort of cameo. You had Donald Glover in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yep.
You had Shirley in Endgame. You had Abed in I think it was Civil War. Captain America: Civil War. It was either Civil War or Winter Soldier. I can't remember, but it was one of those two. He plays a SHIELD agent. And
man, I don't remember. I mean, is it the one where they're carrying their briefcase down?
No.
The elevator? Oh no, because that would make him be an Endgame too.
Yeah, no, yeah. So it's
not okay.
Well, yeah, well, when they're going down the elevator, that's
Hydra.
Yeah, and he's like, "Hail Hydra!" That's Avengers, the first Avengers. That's because that's when they time traveled back in Endgame. They time traveled. Yeah. I love when they come back and they're like, because Hulk is now
sophisticated.
Yeah, man. What do they call him? Like Professor Hulk, I think. But I love Professor Hulk because like he runs on there like Hulk smash, and he's just like bang, you know, hits the taxi cab and hits a few things on the way out, you know.
Yep.
I think Professor Hulk have him as Bruce Banner Hulk. They don't call him anything else. Well, whatever. Just now, one of the all-time scenes for the entire series of events there though is Captain America wielding Mjolnir, man. Thor's hammer. When we're sitting in theaters and Thor's got his arm up, you know, and the hammer starts flying, but it passes him up, and you're like, wait a minute, where's it going? Oh, no big deal. Just Captain America ready to put the beat down on Thanos, you know?
For sure.
And he's just like whipping that beast around.
I mean, it's awesome. When he's hitting that dude, hits him with a combo, brings it back
down.
Yeah.
Using
somebody's goodness.
I think Thor comes down with light. No, he summons lightning down. And
he summons lightning.
Oh man, I'm watching it tonight. Anyways,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's phenomenal.
It's just the crowd in the theater when everybody saw Captain America holding Mjolnir. It was just like,
Yeah.
oh God, this is
go.
This is what I needed.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now, do you remember in Age of Ultron? They're having a little party, and everybody kind of takes their turns trying to pick up Thor's hammer, but nobody's worthy enough.
Oh yeah.
Like Captain America, when he goes to pick it up, it squeaks, like it moves slightly.
Yep.
So basically, that would be Captain America being able to wield it, but out of respect of Thor, he made it so that he couldn't pick it up.
Got
Isn't that funny?
Yes.
Like all along, he was worthy.
Oh, the entire time, he could, yeah.
Because I mean, there's nobody better than Captain America.
I mean, he is America.
I would say, out of all of them, Guardians and everyone. Now, if we were talking before the MCU, I don't even know what I would say. You know what I mean? But Captain America, man, time and time again, like that dude is my absolute favorite of all the Marvel characters because he's this mortal who stands up for his country, takes this super serum, becomes huge, and is able to do crazy things. But the best part is, like, he's never fully tested. Like, you never see the extent of Captain America's powers. So, like, his strength, and every time, like you see him do more and more, and you're like, yeah, like, that dude's a beast, you know? Like, you just see him doing more and more, and then Infinity War, when Thanos goes to hit him, and he's, like, holding him, and you're like, holy crap, man.
Yeah. This dude is strong.
I'm pretty sure Captain America could hang out with Hulk. I think, you know, like, they could have a good beat down because dude stopped him. I'm like, oh, that's my boy.
Yeah, that's true. Man.
Good job, Chris Evans. Good job.
Absolutely. Yes. He's a phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think he's gonna be in like the future ones? Do you think they're gonna bring the old man version of him in?
I think I heard a rumor that he would like or they would like Captain America to meet the Fantastic Four or Mr. Fantastic.
Okay.
So I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I am so ready for a correct, like, and this is the one cool thing. Marvel, at least has the backing, has the casting to do things right. And I'm not saying that the Fantastic Four has ever been miscasted, but I feel like the way Fantastic Four has come out, Fantastic Four, the first one, and then Rise of the Silver Surfer, and then the new one, which isn't really new anymore, but still it's like the newest one. They're all
the
garbage.
One I watched, right?
They're all terrible garbage. So it's like,
it sucks because their last cast, man, was huge.
Yeah, and I think if you could take a talking raccoon or a tree that says 3 words and make people cry when they die and all that stuff, dude, like that's you can do the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I agree. Yes,
Just because, like, it can be goofy, like Mr. Fantastic, he turns and he's like stretches and you got the translucent girl, the invisible girl, you got the Human Torch, and then you have
the brick guy.
Yeah, the Rock or
Gollum.
I'm so sad I have to do this, but
I'm
so, like,
right now.
the powers are the thing. He's just
the
thing.
thing. Yes. Yeah.
The powers, if not done right, is gonna come off a little goofy.
Yes, I agree with you. Like the last one that I watched, when he came back, when he was fully stretched out because his suit gave up on him, and then he comes back and it's just like, and then he stands up, and they do one fighting move, and the bad guy's gone, and they win. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
oh.
Fantastic. Oh, name dropping.
Sweet. I was like, really, sorry, I don't want to keep, but yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about the bad stuff, but
no, it's good stuff, Marvel.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Okay, but
That run from Iron Man to Endgame was just that is like one of the most well thought out, well planned, well casted, well directed. I mean, I know there's a few duds, but my God, there's so many hits.
But exactly. So if you compare the goods to the bad, the good is way outweighs the bad. I mean, like tenfold. So.
Yeah, because even Guardians 2 not being nearly as good as Guardians 1, it was still a good movie. I'd like still rewatch
absolutely,
it. Still fun.
And I know what a good movie is if I do a rewatch.
Yeah, right.
And I mean like a real rewatch, like not like my Aquaman fiasco, to where I just hit Aquaman because I'm mad that my show's on. Sorry.
Marvel. This is a Marvel Monday.
Marvel Monday.
You watch The Boys? No, I'm just kidding.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
That's funny.
So obviously Infinity War is our top is in our top favorites. Yeah. Obviously Endgame. Yep. Those are no brainers.
Yeah. Tenfold. So what's your favorite? What is your favorite, like, without including any of the Avengers? What's your favorite in out of any of those?
So like no Avengers, no Avengers.
No
Age of Ultron,
Avengers.
Infinity
like none
War,
of those.
Endgame, none of those. What is my favorite one?
Yep.
Well, Black Panther then.
Okay.
Because well, actually, it would probably be Captain America: Civil War. Because it's like an Avengers movie, but it doesn't have the Avengers title.
It's bullshit.
Just because it has Black Panther in it too. So boom, check them off. Check them all off. Has Spider-Man, all of them. Check them all off. I think there's only one. Is there one missing? I don't think so.
No, I mean,
Doctor Strange. No. Well, no, Doctor Strange isn't in there, is he? I don't remember. Anyways, no, I don't think so.
No, I don't think he is. I don't think that they. I don't think so.
No, because I think that would be kind of an unfair fight. Now, I could just go on forever. This is why there will be many Marvel Mondays. But there's a scene in Doctor Strange where the Chosen One has a talk with Doctor Strange as she's dying, and the lightning striking, and it's just like one of the coolest scenes I've ever seen. Like it was just like really like well done and well acted, and just like a really good dramatic scene. I really enjoyed it, but it was really cool for like an Endgame when Hulk had to go get the Time Stone. He goes to see the Chosen. Well, the Chosen One interrupts him, and then you find out that the Chosen One was actually helping in the Battle of New York, which is cool, you know, because you don't see that in the Avengers, obviously. But she starts talking about how like you have to return the stones, otherwise there's all these other branches.
Yes, yeah.
So it was just like really cool to see that, and then just her like knowing all this information, but yet they're from the future into the past, so she knows like the consequences are great. Like she's got to. It was just like such a cool tie-in to like other movies and other characters, just to bring them out one last time, you know.
That's true.
I like the Chosen One, Tilda Swinton. She's one hell of an actor.
Yeah, I liked her. I liked her a lot. I literally just drew a blank on the girl that does the hypnosis and the powers. The
Scarlet Witch.
What? Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Elizabeth
She
Olsen.
is probably. Yes, she is probably one of my favorite. Actually, and not just, she's probably my favorite like woman superhero. And then she's probably like, I mean, she's definitely, I mean, up there with mine too. Just because of her uniqueness. I think the power, if I could take my hands right now and then move this lamp across the room like that with like with those kind of powers.
Far more than that. But
well,
yeah,
I get what
you're saying.
But I'm just saying that aspect right there is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
That is my whole point.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, when she's controlling this stuff that's coming down, she's repairing, you know what I mean, people. I mean, she's doing like, I mean, just her uniqueness with that, can fly, can do this, is so badass.
She's born
She's one of my favorite.
Tesseract.
Yes.
Which is funny. So Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are siblings in the Marvel universe, right?
Yeah.
They're not necessarily born of the Tesseract. They're actually children of Magneto. But since Fox owned the X-Men, they had to change the story up.
Wow.
Isn't that interesting? So they're actually like Magneto's kids. So what I thought is really, really cool is you watched the movie Kick-Ass, right?
Yeah.
So the two guys, Aaron Taylor Johnson, who is Kick-Ass, and then there's Evan Peterson, who is Kick-Ass's friend in the movie Kick-Ass. All right.
Okay.
So those two are in the movies. Now, Evan Peters gets to be Quicksilver in the movie Days of Future Past. Aaron Taylor Johnson gets to be Quicksilver in Age of Ultron. Just two different universes. And I thought it was so cool because they were coming out at the same time, around the same time.
Oh, yeah.
They're from the same movie. Like, I'm like, man, that's so cool. Like, I bet they called up like, I got Quicksilver. Like, wait a minute. I got Quicksilver. Like, wait a minute. Which one?
Funny.
Which one?
Which one? Yeah. Wait a minute.
It's so cool. And, I guess we could talk about it kind of just because, Marvel's Marvel, right? But that scene with Evan Peters as Quicksilver at Days of Future Past is one of my all-time favorite, just scenes because there's this song that plays, if I could save time in a bottle, something, whatever. Okay. And he's running around the room, pushing things out of the way and doing all sorts of things, like licking up pop that's been coming out of it, just redirecting everything. And then as soon as he's done, everything hits all at once, and it's just man, that is awesome. That is just so cool.
Yes.
And then to see them do it in Age of Ultron, that was a lot of fun too because they just went in a different approach, but still really cool. I love when Thor throws his hammer and Quicksilver in Age of Ultron, he's running super quick and he's just floating. He goes to grab it, and it just takes him right for a ride. You're not worthy, bro.
You're not worthy, bro. No. That's
but yeah, I thought that was really cool that both of those actors got to be Quicksilver.
That's cool. Yeah. I didn't even know that. Yeah.
So Evan Peters, unfortunately, with Fox merging with Disney and Marvel getting X-Men back, I'm sure all that everything is going to be recasted. Everything is going to be turned up. Yeah. And that's, I guess, where Phase 4 is going to kind of dive in. They've said before that they don't want to bring X-Men in yet. Let's let X-Men, the bad taste fizzle out, after so many duds that they, let's fall back on. We've got a lot of other stories to tell, and I think the Fantastic Four is a great way for them to open up the world of possibilities of mutants, just because of when they kind of open up that portal and the Fantastic Four get their powers type of thing. Yeah, it could have lasting effects on Earth or something like that. It could just be a way to bring them in. So I'm interested in this in the Eternals movie. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about Eternals.
Me neither.
But the cast looks phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch it though. That's for sure.
I'm ashamed. You know what? I gotta find Spider-Man: Far From Home and watch it.
Thank you.
I feel ashamed
Please do.
Myself.
It's okay. I mean, just do it and just be over it.
Let's talk about Marvel that's for an hour straight here, and I haven't even seen them.
You're not even caught up. You're not even caught up, bro. It's upsetting.
So, truthfully, I guess Spider-Man: Far From Home kind of closes out Phase 3. Endgame, obviously is a culmination, but Spider-Man: Far From Home is kind of like that entryway into,
the new one.
There's different Earths.
Yeah.
Oh, there's different
like
universes and all that kind of stuff. So just like totally changes the game, which thank you for, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, those more world opening, Ant-Man, those world opening and mind bending movies paved way for Guardians of the Galaxy and those things to be more successful, because I feel like everybody's minds are now like open, like, whoa, not only do these titans exist, but gods exist and elves exist and like all these different things exist and it's just like, whoa.
Yeah, whoa. Yeah. It's funny.
There's so much to unlock.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's definitely
it sucks because I feel like Black Widow, she should have had a movie a long time ago.
Thank you.
It sucks that Captain Marvel gets the, it should have been Black Widow all along with the first one. So then it sucks that,
especially with what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, think about what happened. Yeah. And also, after she dies in the end of our universe, now she gets a movie on her own. I mean, come on. Now.
At least she's getting it. You know what I mean? And it looks pretty badass.
Yeah. Well, don't be. Yes, you are 100% correct. But it's also it's still bullshit. Though I don't know. I don't like it. You know what I mean?
I agree. I felt like that was like a long time coming. Like, you guys should have announced that a long time ago.
A long time ago.
At least it's coming out, but like
for sure.
Like we know her fate though, so it's kind of just, whatever.
I mean, because if they try to tie in, like, I mean, unless they go like way back, but I mean, I don't know. I try not to watch. I really don't watch many previews for movies. I've like quit doing that. Sometimes, like, don't worry, I'll watch like one trailer for it, but other than that, I try not to, like, I don't go deep into it. I just want to get my own opinion on it. You know what I mean? I hate getting pre-pumped up, and I think it's what ruins movies for me. So I knew all about the Black Widow getting pushed back, but
trailers,
what's that?
Trailers ruin movies for you? I'll say trailers ruin bad movies for me just because
a trailer sells it that's just so good, and then it's shit.
Well, yeah, there's that, or like you see so much that happens in the trailer, and you're like, well, I just watched the movie, and I guarantee you all the best parts were in that trailer.
Yep.
So it's like you can usually tell if it's going to be a good movie or a bad movie by a trailer. That's why I usually watch them. If it's a movie that I'm like, I know it's going to be friggin' phenomenal, then yeah, I agree. Like, I don't really want to know much about it. I'd rather just be kind of like surprised.
Surprise. Exactly. I agree. That's my opinion on that as well.
And I think that's probably what I'll wind up doing. I felt like I did so many video watching and reading about like Infinity War and Endgame, and after all that came out, it was just like, I need a break. Yes, I don't feel like getting that deep into it. So with like Eternals and stuff, I'm just gonna let it just come on out. Come on out.
Yep.
I'll watch the trailer. Let's do it. I'll watch it. I'll go to theater. Well, hopefully we'll go to theaters.
I'm gonna say that's the one thing that I saw. I guess I should have rephrased what I said. I don't go above and beyond but besides, like, I watch like the first trailer that comes out. Mm-hmm. I just don't want to like get stuff ruined. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah. The critics sometimes. I mean, critics can be terrible on a movie because it's not part of the storyline that they expected. You know what I mean? If it's some things like that, to where if you actually watch the movie, it's actually not phenomenal. It's not. You know what I mean? The critics aren't that stupid, but you know what I mean. I'm just saying. Sometimes
you got some upsets. You got like certain movies where like the critics have it low and the audience score is like way high, and it's just like
So
you're just looking at. You're a critic that doesn't like that genre, and obviously the entire audience is going to see that movie, so they love that genre.
Yes.
So you're going to have that disconnect, obviously, but why report on a movie in a genre that you don't like, or story you don't like. If
Yeah.
it's going to be negative, it's going to be negative. Like, you knew it was going to be negative before you went in. So it's just kind of an, Yeah, I don't really read like reviews or critics. The most I do is if the movies come out, I like to look at the tomato meter.
Well, yeah, for sure. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
too.
just
I
to,
do.
just
I do
to
do
see.
That, yeah.
No, I don't pay attention to the tomato meter before the movie comes out because it's just a bunch of people with just attitude issues. The trolls of the internet. But then after that movie hits theaters, then you start getting honest reviews, and you start getting like the balance starts working out. But you get people that just troll this stuff just so that it can get a bad rating, and then I don't know, people are just weird. But yeah, so it's, sometimes and most movies I like to look at the tomato meter, especially after. Like if I didn't look it up before, and I watched the movie, I'll definitely look at it after. And
you have your own.
yeah, right. I got my own tomato
meter. Yeah, for sure, 100%. So then all you're doing is comparing. You have your own opinion that you know that's what you're going to want to do either way. So you just compare yours to theirs.
Like
that's it.
Interstellar being like at a 76% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
I have a few choice words for those people. I won't dare utter them right now. Bolts of lightning would come from the sky and smite those people. But if I could talk like Willem Dafoe in The Lighthouse, I would. But that would be a 99%er for me. You Interstellar, 100% is Eternal.
Yeah. Which is top notch.
But back to Marvel, Endgame is a 99%er.
Oh well, yeah, of
Actually,
course.
I do wonder what Endgame is. What do you think Avengers Endgame Rotten Tomato score is?
I would say it's like a 96, 95, 96.
Go with 1.
95.
You went over. We heard Price of Rights rules. You lost. It's 94%.
Damn,
that's a sweet
good
score,
though. It's fantastic.
That's a sweet
for
score.
Sure. Yeah. Man, I should have said 94.
But you didn't even go with that to begin with. Eternal Sunshine is a 93%.
Oof.
And then here's just the one that just doesn't make sense. Oh, 72% Interstellar. I've got some words.
Yeah.
If you gave this 99, or we'll match it with Eternal, 93% movie. If you're giving this 93% movie 72%, go ahead and email us at cktalkaboutnothing@gmail.com. I've got words.
Yeah. Let me talk to you.
I've got words to have with you.
Yeah, I wonder. I'm gonna have to read some reports and stuff and see what people have to say about it, like why they don't like it.
I don't care.
It was good. It was great to me. Yeah, that's true.
I won't read them because it's garbage. They're wrong.
Yeah.
They say opinions can't be wrong, but this one is wrong.
Yes, I get it. But guess what? I'm just gonna put fake hashtags to you, send them to you, so then you have to read all the negative comments about it.
You just told me your plan. I got an idea, though. Let's start a campaign to boost those rookie numbers up. Oh, I know this is Marvel, and we'll hop back on in a minute, but I have got something to say. Speaking of Interstellar, Matthew McConaughey, I've started watching this YouTube channel called Screenplayed. It is so cool. They have the movie scene playing up top, and at the bottom they have the script rolling, so you can actually pay attention along with the script while the film is going, and it's really cool because you can see like how actors either abide by the script or improv. And Wolf of Wall. All right, I will send you this video because it is astounding. Okay. So the script moves down scrolls up so you can continue along with it.
Yeah.
It only stops if there's dialogue written and they're speaking that dialogue. Matthew McConaughey in The Wolf of Wall Street goes on for minutes. There's nothing on the page. This dude is astounding. Half of the stuff that he talks to Leonardo DiCaprio about in the beginning is not in the script at all. He's just improving.
Wow.
Dude's a genius. I applaud that man. Like, he sounds legit and everything. Like,
that's crazy. I would never have guessed that because, I mean, I love that movie too.
Yeah.
Like, I've watched that movie quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's crazy. I mean, because he goes into, I mean, some like details.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, like that.
It's not like it's just,
beating on the chest and humming, all the way to. You'll just have to watch it. It's truly amazing. The script stops scrolling because he just keeps talking, and he just keeps like, and he'll say things to Leo. Leo will respond, so it just keeps going, and it just keeps building, and it's just. So, shout out to you, Matthew McConaughey. That was amazing.
So definitely send it to me. I want to watch it.
I wonder if they have any Marvel ones. Ooh, that'd be good to watch. Marvel. Yeah, I wonder, I'll have to take a look at the slate. I know that the next movie that would be coming out is going to be Black Widow.
Black Widow, for sure.
I heard Doctor Strange, but I didn't hear that if they were actually filming or not. Which, I'm kind of sad about that one, too. I had heard in the beginning that the second Doctor Strange was going to be like a horror movie. And it was basically going to be like a Marvel horror movie. And it got downplayed. And it was going to be a Marvel movie with horror elements to it. And that's when the director backed out. So I'm wondering if he had like a vision of like a horror movie. And they were like, no. Because I get it. Like the Marvel universe is a bit more cheery. You got jokes all the time and all that kind of stuff.
For sure.
So it might not necessarily associate with the brand well, but it just seems like a missed opportunity to do something different.
Yeah, top notch. So I do so what the website that I looked up, the movies that are coming out next. So I got Thor, Love and Thunder.
Oh yes, that's right, Thor, Love and Thunder.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then so that's saying that one, and it's actually, so this is giving me dates. So I mean, it's only giving me the next ones, but so it says February 11th of 2022.
Oh, very cool.
Is when it's supposed to be released. Then you got Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, which is March 25th, 2022. Which that's where I thought that was weird, because you're gonna put 2 movies out that quickly like that. I mean, okay, but then you have this.
Are they cranking out 4 in 2022 though?
That's what it looks like.
That's why.
Yep. So then it says, but like the next one though says Black Panther 2, May of 6th, of 2022.
Anything I've heard of that has been kind of scrapped and paused for the moment. So
that's exactly what I thought. So that's that thing that one's out, and then they also said Captain Marvel 2, July 8th of 2022. Ugh. So like that's why I just don't I don't know. I don't know if this is an old list that I saw when I read it, because you're right.
I mean, they're so secretive with their dates, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
who knows?
It's insane. Exactly, but I do probably think that's probably going to be the lineup in there, because the lineup that I saw.
Wait a minute. So Eternals isn't even in 2022.
It's not that it does not say that whatsoever. But I wonder if that's going to take over Black Panther 2 though. So that'd be the 4th movie that comes out that comes out to in 22. I know. But that's it though. It's
a long time to wait. 2020 feels like forever, man.
Well, I know. Yeah, but they got Black Widow in 2021 though. You know what I mean? So that'll happen.
Okay.
Maybe.
So that's one movie. Great.
Yeah. So yeah, but I mean, I guess
keep going.
We got.
I'm used to 3 movies a year, bro.
I get it. Now, it's funny though, because now that you're talking about it, I am ready to start watching Marvel movies again.
I hear Ant-Man 3 is supposed to be a pretty large movie as well, and it's supposed to introduce some pretty crazy things. So that'll be interesting.
Okay.
So yeah, not bad for our first Marvel Monday.
No,
right? You got anything else to add?
No, I mean, I think the only thing that I wanted to add is there's one thing that, so besides with the whole Marvel Universe thing, me and my Fortnite, right?
Fortnite.
So was just really just it truly released full time, full powers, full everything is Wolverine. So you now got his full blown claws, his full blown yellow outfit, like a newer edition. Yeah. You can actually like do a spin and like a multi combo, and then so I've watched a couple streamers use it.
Slicing.
And I'm telling you, it is insane. They are blowing through buildings you know what I mean, slicing down, and then there's also this double jump, and then you come down, and then you can like use your spikes to go back down into it. There's so many streamers that said that he's the hardest boss to kill to get his powers, and those are his favorite ones that they've had so far. There are so many people that actually do that because it's like a fun thing. The only thing that sucks is the game's shooting though. The game's all about shooting, and his are all close combat. That's that thing. That's Wolverine. That's the one problem with.
Does
Wolverine.
he move extra fast? So. Does he crawl?
Oh yeah.
Does he get on all fours?
He doesn't get on all fours, but he does move a lot faster. So like you know how he always gets like low and he just what I mean, like he's like doing this. He's not truly running, but he's like really. So he'll do that, which actually gives it sweet though, because in the game it gives you low profile for like you getting shot. You know what I mean? So like it gives a little bit more there, and you're moving a lot quicker than a normal person does.
Oh, Wolverine.
But so that you can, I'm
telling
Wolverine. You, dude. It's so fun. I mess around with it. Like they have like a side mission of it, so you can go do it.
Oh, that's sweet. So you get at least experience with the powers.
Exactly. So I did that, but like, but in game though, man, it's because like I said, it's the hardest superhero. So the one mission I went and watched. I mean, the one mission I went and did it myself to go kill him where he's sitting. I dropped down there. I watched him kill 5 people. So we're already down 5 people in the beginning of this match. So I go up and I start shooting, and then he ended up getting triple teamed. But this is the greatest part: he gets triple teamed, dies, and then the other 2 people start killing each other. So then I go up and I'm actually going to go down him and take his powers. Right? That's what my goal was.
Jeez.
So I go around the corner, and he's standing back up, regenerating health, because that's what you do. You also generate health, and he comes charging after me. But I built up one around, and then another dude came down, and he actually killed another person, and then that dude killed me. So I never got to see exactly what happened. But it was insane. So Wolverine in one match killed 5 people in a row. I watched them do that. And then a 6th person, and then I got murdered. So I don't know what happened with that other person, but in Endgame though, when you're playing Endgame in that game, you deal with that quite a bit. So, but that's just I just wanted to throw that in there. I was super excited for it, but I'm telling you, I mean, he's a
beast.
I never get excited like this over. I mean, the game is fun, but it's always the same. You get a brand new character, you get brand new things. It's never fun. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just the game changes, but you don't get like new fun things. You get cars or a new.
It's just skins,
like that.
Right. Nothing extra.
Exactly. So like that's what you get. So now they bring out these superpowers, and then I have to say, I mean, Wolverine was fun. I have to give it to still, sorry, Wolverine is. I have to give it my shot because who I can get is Iron Man. I won 2 games in a row the other day with Iron Man's final last beam that comes out of his chest, blowing through builds and hitting somebody. As long as you hit their building, dude, you're hitting with a 90 shot. And it's so just if we're already fighting and I just stand up and go, psh, it's 90 right there.
Damn.
So I'm telling you, it's so fun. So like that's my fun one. But also haven't got to try Wolverine in an actual match yet.
Right.
If I get to try it, that may be the one. Exactly. Yeah. Because that's a close second right now, and I've never used it, so that just shows you. So, but yeah. So, anyways, that was my last thing. So.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
Somebody on Twitter posed the question, of what superhero ability would you want? And I said that I would want Wolverine's regeneration. So I'm like, you could run into burning buildings and save people. You can face off people with guns and all sorts of different things. I'm like, that's pretty powerful. Like you start having like limited fear, You're like,
well, yeah, seriously, yeah.
I just come back. Everything's fine.
Yep, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
All right. Well, I'm gonna close this thing off with a Monday movie suggestion.
Monday movie. Yeah, let's do it.
So, if you are, having a little Marvel or DC break right now, but you still want to get like that superhero fix, the movie is Hancock.
Yes.
With Will Smith, Charlize Theron, and Jason Bateman. It is one of it's definitely such a fantastic movie. Like I've watched this movie countless times, and just I remember watching it for the first time and just being like, wow, okay, this is not a Marvel movie. This is not. I mean, obviously, this movie came out in 2008, but I mean, it's definitely a different movie. You never heard of this guy.
Yeah.
You don't know his powers, but it is such a really well done and well acted movie that it ranks high on my list.
That's funny because actually I like Will Ferrell. I mean Will Ferrell, Will Smith a lot. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I love Will Smith. I think that he's just so funny. And then so you get the Will Smith vibe in a superhero kind of way. It's awesome. It really is. That is a great movie recommendation.
I feel like this is way before The Boys. I feel like this is the first time that we really get to see like a superhero who struggles, who's not well liked, who exists, doesn't know why he exists, that kind of thing, and like these struggles that you never. I mean, obviously you have Batman who's obviously in a dark mentality, anyways, but you never really had something like this, especially a standalone like movie. But yeah, so the synopsis is Hancock is a superhero whose ill-considered behavior regularly causes damage in the millions. He changes when the person he saves helps him improve his public image, which that person is Jason Bateman. I love Jason Bateman.
Yes.
He's awesome. Charlize Theron in this is awesome too. I just want to point this out, and I just realized this. I didn't know this before. One of the writers for this movie is Vince Gilligan, and that's a big name because he did Breaking Bad.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, 'cause I was trying to remember. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think you told me that last time we were talking about Breaking Bad too.
So that's really cool. That's probably why it's so well written. But yeah, so Hancock, watch it.
Okay. Yes, phenomenal.
Actually, I wonder what Hancock. I wonder what the Rotten Tomatoes on that guy is. Let's see.
Tomato meter.
Hit me up if you want. If you Oh my! See, this is where I don't agree. 41% on Rotten Tomatoes for Hancock. That blows my mind. Here I am saying, "Hey, watch this movie. Spend your time watching it.
This movie's great." Yeah.
Hey, if you don't like it, email us or tweet at us. Tell me why. It's such a great movie.
Give opinions.
Yep. Well, that's all I got. That's my Monday movie suggestion. Hancock.
Yeah, it's a good one though. Yeah, I say once again, there's certain words I can say to the critics. Oh
yeah. I could have some words.
Yeah. There's a lot of words going on this today.
All right. Well, why don't we quit this thing, huh?
Yes, I'm ready. Yeah, let's do it up. I do appreciate you guys for watching, for listening. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button,
Thanks for listening.
And other than that, thanks, bye.